New Artist Spotlight Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the New Artist Spotlight Podcast. I'm Wilko Wilkes.
And I'm the man who puts the winkle and the little star into Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Origin Cross. Now, if you watched before or listened, you know that we're here to interview some of the artists from the New Artist Spotlight playlist, which are your gateway to some of the freshest and most exciting new music from independent artists across the globe.
Yes, and you can find all the playlists as well as news, reviews, tips, and a whole lot more on newartistspotlight.org. But today's guest is somebody that we've been wanting to speak to for a very long time. Very excited about it. Your music really gets to the soul, I think. So yeah, welcome to the show, ESES.
Hi, everyone. It's nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, it's great to have you on. And for anyone who hasn't heard your music, can you tell us a little bit about you, your music, and how you became an artist?
Okay, so I'm ESES and I'm a Filipino artist. When I started my music career, I actually do variety of genres. So I tried acoustic, I tried synthwave, and I also tried pop. But right now, what I'm doing is I'm focusing on R&B genre. And I think I'm really loving this.
That's good. Yeah, I think it shows in your music that you found a place that you're comfortable with it. Like me and Origin were talking, saying we really like your music.
Yeah. It's R&B. R&B is a genre where you don't have to, to shout and to force your vocals. It's something that you can sing in a mellow way, and it kind of when you're trying to create an R&B music, it kind of makes you relaxed, makes you feel relaxed. So I really enjoy doing R&B right now.
Yeah,
when you listen through, it sounds like you have you look at the genres and the genres are kind of all over the place, but it sounds like your sound and you are consistent. Like you feel like it feels like you are where you're supposed to be.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, and I envy that as well because I feel like with my own writing, I've got into this place where, because I've got a lot of words, it's like every time I want to write a song, it's almost like 1,000 words, and it's like writing an essay. And I do feel like sometimes I'd just like to write songs that were just, like 2 or 3 little phrases just replaced, repeating.
Yeah, your genre is really complicated.
Yeah, it's not chilled out at all. That's what I listen to other artists for. So yeah, I like your music. It does chill me out. I get that sort of chilled vibe from it, that you're enjoying your music, and I think that comes across with the listener. So how did your love for music first develop then, if you take us right back to the beginning, and what's brought you to this point of sort of being a recording artist?
Well, just like what I told you earlier, I started as an acoustic artist. So I only have one guitar, and many people around me encouraged me to start my music career, because before I usually just do covers. But people told me that I have a very unique voice, and they told me that there's this Filipino artist that they say I have the same voice. But I tried acoustic first. I wrote my first song, Rain Marie, and then I tried to put a little bit of electronic to my next song. So that's where Till the Moon, my second song, came out. And then when I realized that a lot of people are not listening to acoustic anymore, and many Filipinos like R&B right now, so I was thinking that I'm gonna jump into the rage, and I felt really comfortable in doing R&B right now.
What about before that? Like when you were a kid, who were your favorite artists, and how did you know that you loved music?
Well, strangely, when I was a kid, I actually loved to dance.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but my family usually play some danceable songs, and then I'm just gonna go up the table, and then I'm just gonna dance I'm just gonna dance there. But when I was a child, I never really thought of having a music career or being able to sing. It only started when I was in fourth grade, when I joined competitions in school, and people told me that I have a good voice, that I'm gonna have a good future in the music industry. But I never really listened to that before because I'm just a child. So, yeah, I turned into dancing, and after that, when I became a college student, but when I became a high school student, that's where I was able to focus on my singing career, because I was part of the choral group of my school. And in college, I did some covers, and then here I am.
So and you said that Rain Marie and was it To the Moon, like those are your first two songs?
Yes.
That's incredible because those songs were really good for your first two. Like I would not have known
Did you
that.
listen to it?
Yeah, I've listened to
Oh,
like
really?
almost all the songs that you have out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the music is really good. That's why I was like really surprised when you said, "Oh, these are your first two." I was like, "Wait, what?" You
Yeah.
started off a lot better than a lot of people do. So congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, when it comes to post processing of songs, I know that you noticed that on my first two songs, there's a lot of mess going around, even though it's an acoustic music. The editing and the mixing, it's not that good. But I'm really proud that there's a lot of improvement in myself until now. There's when I'm making my own music, I'm really proud to share it, because my first two music, I was really shy to share it with other people,
hmm
because I don't feel like yeah, I performed well on those two first songs that I have. But right now, with everything that I have already improved in myself and in my editing and mixing skills, I'm really proud to share it with other people.
That's good. The song you have out with Motion Sickness, is that who mixed that?
That was Mosik's fault.
Okay.
Yeah, he did a really good job with that,
Yeah, that's
with
phenomenal.
Broken.
Like put that on the radio and just get it out of here. Like, that's a really good song.
Yeah, I didn't actually know that my voice will be suited for electronic music. It's just Mosik told me that, oh, maybe we can collab. Like your voice would be really good at this song. And then I tried it, and I think he's not wrong.
Yeah. And it seems like he's like finding all the artists and just like just bringing them in and
Yeah.
like, leveling up, because that is like all the songs he's got right now. I'm like, this is really good. Like all the NAS collabs.
That's true.
So speaking of NAS collabs, how did you come across NAS? How did you get involved? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I actually submit my music on daily playlists, and that's where I think NAS found me. And then I received an email or a direct message on Instagram telling me that my song will be fitted for NAS community. And yeah, I think that's where it all started. I joined in, and then Alien Melody guided me on how I can start with the community, and it's been really amazing.
So what do you enjoy most about NAS? Like what's your experience been?
My experience with NAS, it's really everyone is really friendly, everyone is interacting, and everyone is supporting each other. So it's a really healthy environment, healthy community. Just like what happened with me and Mosik, we had a collab, and it's not every day that you're going to find a co-artist or another artist who wants to collab with you, who can bring an amazing music. And there's a lot of other artists on NAS that are offering me to have a collab. but I wasn't able to get online a lot. So yeah, it's really amazing to be in the NAS community.
I think that it's great how that now that NAS has matured for like a couple of years and it's got to a point where you can see that history and those relationships, and I love it when I see people collabing with each other, and I think Ed always says as well, like you kind of make your first fans sometimes on NAS as well. So like you've got 2 fans right here, me and Origin sat here starstruck, like getting to meet you.
Really?
yeah, it's great. So we're going to play one of your tracks today as well, Need You, quality tune. Do you want to tell us a bit about the track, and if there's any sort of like what the meaning is behind it and how you wrote it, whatever you want to talk about it really?
Okay, so yeah, Need You is a song that I wrote. Most people think that Need You is a sweet and cheesy song, but the meaning behind that is actually Need You is about having this unbearable feeling that you really want to have. You're really wanting someone to be with you, but he or she can't because he is already or she is already with someone else. So that is the meaning of the track.
Yeah, so it works for all those artists who've messaged you wanting that collab and they're just not doing it. Oh, by the way, me and Origin do offer to collab with any artist for just £1 million as well, or $1 million. But since you're such a since we're fans, we'll give you a 2% discount.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
That's exclusive.
2% of $1 million.
Yes, I'm gonna take it.
Right. Wilko doesn't take crypto. I do.
Yeah, Wilko, you don't do crypto?
No, I'll accept stocks and shares. Not crypto at this point, no. Plus, there is a large handling fee as well involved, so we'll have to bump it up to like 1.5 million, I think. But I'll still do this.
Same.
yeah.
Same. I only do foreign exchange.
Right. Okay. What's your price?
What do you mean?
What's your price? How much for this collab? Is it £1 million as well, or?
Oh no, I'm on USD and Euro.
Okay.
You charge $1 million?
Yeah, we can do that.
We're gonna take a listen to your track. Would you like to introduce it?
Okay, so this is my latest track, Need You. I hope you enjoy it.
thank you very much for letting us play that track. And I just want to know, like, how you go about writing. Like, what's your writing process look like?
Yeah, when I'm writing music, I don't know if it's normal for others, but when I'm writing music, I usually use my guitar, and then I try to sing gibberish to the rhythm. Like I try to just think of a nice melody for the chords or for the rhythm, and yeah, that's how I make my music. And then after I will record the gibberish, and then I will listen to it, and then I will try to come up with the lyrics, and that's it.
Yeah, that's a really solid way of writing, and I think you have to sort of have a certain amount of musical aptitude to do it that way. You know, like a lot of people who aren't really musicians and have not been brought up on music and stuff, and they try and write a song, and you can instantly hear that it doesn't really work. But
yeah, I don't know, but writing lyrics before the melody, it's really difficult for me. But it's easier for me to come up with a song when I already have a melody in mind.
Yeah.
There's actually ways to approach that, or to approach like our genre the same way. Because like one of the things that when I started off, I struggled with was kind of like flow. So like I would kind of end up off beat a lot, and just through like years of like obviously just practicing hard work, but also like watching YouTube videos and songwriting and whatever, like how to rap, how to write a song, how to write a hook. Like I finally came across like a video, and it was saying like, and I think it was for hooks.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a songwriting course from some like really like prestigious college or something like that. They just had a guy come in there, and they like the whole class came and put a song on the spot, and he was just kind of going through all these different ways that people kind of come up with songs. And one of the things from like all those videos and things that I kind of grasped was like, you can do like exactly that. Like you can just record gibberish, right? Because we can kind of hear the gibberish in like a rhythm that kind of goes to the beat more so than if you try to write words and then force the words to kind of fit to the beat. Like sometimes you don't have that skill of, okay, well, this might be too many syllables, or this might be like,
it's a little bit more difficult for you guys because it's difficult to make a melody when you're making rap music, because there's a lot of words there. So I think it's very different from my genre.
But I mean, the similarity kind of is like you're going for a melody and we're going for a flow, and so like the melody is consistent and the flow is consistent, right? So you can go da 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 da, and like fit your words and your syllables to that like pattern. So it's like basically your words are like another instrument on top of the beat, and then you just find the words that fit that kind of drum pattern. That's a good way of kind of figuring out how to put a flow together if you're kind of like just starting out or just looking for ways to improve.
Oh, what do you guys do first? Like, do you do the loop first or the beat? Like, there's a looping melody when you're making rap music, right? And then there's this beat. What do you do first? The melody of the music or the beat itself?
I'd say it differs from different songs, but a lot of the time I haven't made my beats. So if I've got someone else's beat, and then that's pretty much finished already, so then I'll just write to that. But I would never start. I would never like start writing a song without some music. But when I've been starting to make my own beats, I start with the drum beat because I just want to get a tempo in my head, and then I'll add a bit of bass, and then just get a little bit of a sort of not a melody yet, but a sort of bit of a pattern going. But then I sort of like, I'd like to structure it like, so I've got my verses, choruses, verse, chorus, or bridge, whatever, however I want to structure it in place before I even start writing one lyric. Or I might have the chorus, I might have one line in my head that just is going round and round, that I know that's where it's gonna
you just feel the vibe in the beat.
Yeah, like I've got this.
Oh,
I've got a beat that I'm working on at the moment. I know the song is going to be called "Go at Your Own Pace," and the only bit
Okay.
I've got is like "Go at your own pace." That's what I've got.
I don't know if you're serious, so I didn't
No, I'm being
react.
serious. Yeah, I'm being serious. Yeah. So, but I'm almost finished with the music now. I've got a verse, a chorus. I've got the whole beat in place. But the
That's
only
amazing.
lyric I've got is 4 words, and I know that. But I know that that's the end of the chorus, so I can work around that, if you know what I mean. And I know what the flow is going to be like in the verses from what you were saying, like da 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 sort of thing, rather than I've not got the words there yet, and the words might change. I might leave little gaps and stuff. But that's what I love about writing rap, is that it's a bit like a puzzle. You've got like 16 bars or 32 bars or whatever it is. You've got a certain amount of syllables within that, and it's choosing which ones to use, which ones to drop, trying to mix up your flow a little bit, trying to put a few like jokes in there so that it's not like completely dry, but also make it serious and tell a story. And there's like, I love doing that, like kind of sculpting it and really sort of taking a lot of time on it. And then when you finally practiced it and you lay down that sort of 32 bars as one piece for the first time, it's like just an amazing feeling. Like that's what I love about it, is the whole sort of problem solving. What about you, Origin?
So I feel like a lot of rappers kind of approach their process in a similar way, because a lot of times we don't make our own instrumentals, our own beats. We buy them from a producer, and then we kind of work from there. So for me, it's kind of, so when I like first started off, I would just write, like before I even was making music, I would just write raps. So it would be all like just all lyrics and like punchlines, and just kind of more like a mix of like battle rap and not necessarily like a song, you know? So that's kind of another reason why I had like a steep learning curve when I started making music, for real. But I would listen to a beat. So back then it would just be like, find a beat on YouTube, like rap beats 2020 or 2000 and whatever. And you just listen to beats until you found something that kind of connected with you. And then you would either just kind of like freestyle to it until you said something that you were like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I can go somewhere from this. Or you think, okay, so this beat makes me feel like the song sounds like a struggle song. Like I really got to tell a story about something like I've been through. And then so it's either like you kind of start with, you get a line, and that line is kind of the inspiration for the rest of the song, or you get kind of a feeling, and then you kind of flush it out from there and kind of think, okay, what do I want to talk about in relation to this? But yeah, it could start in the hook, it could start in the verse. A lot of times I'll just like play a beat on loop, and then whatever comes to me, and then like I'll write from there, and I'll kind of be like, all right, does this feel like a verse or does this feel like a hook? And then if I'm like, oh, this feels like a hook, then I'll try to like purposely make it catchy. Or if it feels like a verse, then I'm like, all right, well, this is the first verse, so I kind of know what the song is about. So I'm gonna make a hook that kind of speaks to that, and then the rest of the verses will kind of relate to the verse in that hook.
Oh, so rap music doesn't usually have like a chorus. Do you usually start with the verse? Oh, this is this is my. You should be interviewing me.
Yeah. I think what we refer to as the hook
conversation
is often the chorus.
Oh yeah.
The hook is the chorus. Yeah, the words are interchangeable because
I don't think they are. I think they're slightly different, because I think a lot of rap choruses are just
the way
a
we
hook.
use them. I mean,
no, I write
so
choruses.
I'm going to tell you the way I think about it, and then you guys can tell me
all right,
why I'm wrong, I guess. So we say like the chorus is what hooks you in. So the chorus of the song is the part that sticks in your head, and so it hooks you. It keeps you listening to the song. What do you guys think, or how do you guys think the words differ?
For me, because I'm a consumer of rap music, I listen to Kendrick Lamar, Yeah, I think he's my favorite rap artist. I think what's best about Kendrick is his flow. I love the way he, he play with words. I don't know. I'm not really aware of the hook when it comes to rap music, but I just love the flow. That's what I'm really looking for when I listen to rap music.
Yeah, I think that's the same with me as well. I'm looking for the flow, but a lot of people do get hooked in by the hook. But for me, yeah, so using my own catalogue, I've got a song, Poverty in the UK. The chorus of that song is just, keep on trying to breathe and do your best in a world you know is rotten to the core. And then I would just repeat that. So for me, that's the hook. But some of my other tracks, like You Can't Stop Time, goes, I've got a smile when I look back on it now, and life is rolling relentlessly, show no signs of slowing down. And then there's a bit of a chorus, and then at the end of that chorus, I go, you can stand still, but you can't stop time. So for me, the hook is you can stand still, but you can't stop time. But that's just the last line of the chorus. So I think the hook and the chorus are two different things.
Like a catchphrase.
Yeah, but a lot of rap choruses, the chorus might not be wordy. It might just be like.
It's usually the simplest part, and it usually repeats, because
that's sort of like
the goal is
easiest to remember.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If a child can sing it back, and it can get stuck in their head, then you basically got something. Doesn't mean it's good, but like if a 3-year-old can sing your song all day, like a 3-year-old's gonna keep listening to your song all day.
Yeah.
yeah. I've got another song, Daddy Shark, my own song on the rhythm of Baby Shark. That's just rap all the way through. There's no chorus, and in that I've got a line at the end of that which I say, they said you shouldn't write a track without a hook, but I couldn't give a monkeys. I'm ripping up the rule book, because I don't think you always need a hook either. Like again, like you can look at you can learn from how to structure a song, but then at the same time a certain amount of it just comes from within you, doesn't it? Like you can look at a song, go verse, chorus, A B C.
Yeah.
Our CD, the bridge, and the outro.
Yeah. Well, whatever you want them to be, mate. That's the thing. I think there shouldn't be rules about music. I think just do what sounds.
That's
good.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that too.
But if we could pivot a little bit from music, because obviously we could talk music all day. Tell us about some of your interests outside of music. Like, what else are you into?
I love cooking Filipino food. Have you tried Filipino food, you guys?
I haven't, but I definitely would.
I think so. Yeah, it doesn't ring any bells, but I'd be well up for it. Yeah. When should we come over?
Yeah, you should come over. Yeah, I will cook Filipino food for you if you ever visit the Philippines. But yeah, I love cooking food. I only started cooking food when I left home. So I'm living on my own right now. So before I was living with my grandmother, so I didn't have the energy to learn how to cook. But when you're living alone, you really have to. And yeah, you have no choice. You can't eat fast food every day. So you have to learn how to cook your own food. And I also have a cat. I take care of my cat. Do you guys have a cat?
I have a dog.
I've got a cat.
So I'm not a cat person.
Why?
Because they're evil.
No, they're great. My cat, man. Yeah.
What's
the name of your cat?
They're not. My cat's name is Gigi.
Shout out Gigi.
Yeah. Yeah. She's a girl.
That's great. And just before we launch into Quick Fire 5 as well, what are examples of Filipino food that you would make us?
Well, there's this famous adobo.
Don't know.
Yeah, adobo. It's like a chicken. It could be chicken or it could be pork, but it's it's cooked in soy sauce and vinegar. And then I think, yeah. Do you like vinegar on your food, Wilko?
Yeah, I like vinegar. Yeah, vinegar on fish and chips. That's a classic. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's also this food called sinigang.
Okay, I don't know that one either.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know adobo. I've heard of adobo. I don't.
You know adobo?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Who introduced you to adobo?
It's just something that I've heard of. Like I've never had it. But
Okay.
I just know it exists. You know.
Yeah, but Thai food, Filipino food, I don't know, Vietnamese food are almost similar. So maybe there's this dish in other countries or in other Asian countries that are similar to Filipino food. But we usually cook. We love meat. Filipinos love meat, love chicken, love pork, beef, everything that you're going to ask for. We have that. And we also love spicy food. But whenever you see Filipino food, it could be chicken or pork.
Sounds good to me. I look forward to it.
Yeah, so Wilko decided to ask that question because he wanted us both to be very hungry right now.
I know I'm starving now, yeah.
Yeah, that's a bait.
Okay, right. Let's jump into the NAS quick fire 5 then.
Okay.
You've got no more than 15 seconds to answer any of these questions. Are you ready?
I think so.
All right, then let's start the clock. Question number 1. What is your favorite song from the New Artist Spotlight playlist?
Debonair Ends from Spoxy.
Oh, interesting one. What is the song that always makes you want to dance?
Makes me want to dance. Rolled Out by Mac DeMarco and Benny Sings. Sorry.
If you could have the voice of any other artist on the planet, whose voice would you have?
Karen Carpenter.
Oh, amazing. Which band or artist from history would you most like to go on a night out with?
From the history?
Well, it could
Dead
be
or alive.
present, dead or alive, yeah. Any time in history, it could be better.
I think I would like to. She's alive, but I want to spend my time with Sade.
Okay.
Right, okay.
If you could spend a day with one other NAS artist, who would you pick?
Can I pick two? You two?
Yeah, you can do that.
We'll make an exception.
Yeah, that'd be great. It'd be awesome to carry on the conversation. Like,
Maybe you can introduce me to food in the UK.
yeah, for sure.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's going to be very miserable.
I know.
Bias.
Nobody's gonna like it. Yeah, a lot of UK food is like stews and like sort of sloppy like bangers and mash and stuff that I don't really rate it. Shepherd's pie, stuff like that. I'm not a bigger fan of, but I love the Indian curries, Mexican food, all sorts.
Yeah, UK food doesn't have a lot of flavor. Is that right?
That's what people around the world say. Yeah.
So UK food is a lot like the climate in the UK, just kind of boring and
Yeah, boring like meat and 2 veg. A bit of salt and pepper.
That's hard.
But to be honest, no, it's very multicultural, the UK though. So it's not like I have to sit in and eat shepherd's pie every day. I don't do that. Yeah, we've got lots of nice food, but none of it's English.
How about the origin? What food from your country would you introduce to me?
Sloppy Joes, corn dogs, fried chicken.
All fast food.
Whoa. Fried chicken is
good. Yeah,
it's a homemade fried chicken from the right person's home.
Oh,
It's not fast food. It's awesome.
Right, we've got 1 minute to go. So, do you want to tell us where we can find you on social media, etc.?
Okay, so I have songs on Spotify and Apple Music and other platforms. You can find me on Facebook. My Facebook page is LSS Music. And you can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, and SoundCloud. I'm also on SoundCloud.
Well, this has been a great conversation. Had a lot of fun. Wishing you all the best in the future. And just want to say thank you to everybody supporting NAS, everybody playing our music, and everybody that's involved in the community. Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
See you next time. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
New Artist Spotlight.